NBA Nation on this Sunday evening. Game 2 is in the books. And after a valiant effort by the Dallas Mavericks, it was all for naught, man. The Boston Celtics go up 2-0 on the series after Jrue Holiday's heroics, man. 26 points from Jrue. And the Celtics has found a way with the key defensive stop in crunch time to close the door on the Mavs. Let's talk about it, man. CP the franchise. Kmart, Kenyon Martin in the building. Call us up with your takes on this one, man. 657-383-1509. Or you can hit us up on the NBA Report Discord, man. Let's get into it. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it, man. Ah, man. I thought they were going to get this one, came on. I thought they came a little bit closer in this one. But I thought this one got away with it in the third quarter, really. Just like it was in game 1, man. Third quarter, Boston kind of came alive. You had some key plays from Brown, from Tatum, Peyton Pritchard with a third quarter buzzer beater. And then in the fourth, I mean, Dallas had an opportunity to close this thing within one possession. And you get the clutch defensive play by Brown and Derrick White there to close the door, man. What'd you think of this one, man?
Yeah, no, they came out more energy and more focused than they did in game 1 because they knew what to expect. There's a lot of them guys' first time being on this stage, so I think a little shell shock. They were more grounded for game 2, came out better energy and, like I said, better focus of the game plan. No, Boston is they're showing why they won 64 games in the regular season. They are a hell of a team. They share the ball. The biggest thing, they help one another defensively. And they are making life very, very difficult for Kyrie Irving. The way they're guarding him, playing big on him, being physical with him. But we all know they did what they're supposed to. They took care of home. So now it's on Dallas to go back home and do the same. You know, you have 2 games to go on to film. So now it's time to tweak some lineups and implement some guys. They got to get some points off the bench. They're not getting anything off the bench. So that's a huge factor in this thing. And moving forward, Porzingis has helped. Did he re-aggravate the calf? So that's a question that's going forward. I don't know how serious the injury was or whatnot, but he was kind of laboring a little bit. So that's definitely something to look out for.
Yeah, no question about it. And this one, I mean, look, they got a triple-double from Luka Doncic, did Dallas, 32, 11, and 11. But you mentioned Kyrie Irving and his ineffectiveness. I got to give a lot of credit to, number one, Jrue Holiday, man. Jrue Holiday on both ends of the floor for the Celtics was a dynamo. You know, game 1, it was Porzingis, their new acquisition. Game 2, it was Jrue Holiday, man. 26 points for Jrue Holiday, 11 boards, 3 assists. He had a clutch play there in the fourth quarter where he almost forced the 8-second violation in the backcourt, then forced a steal on Luka Doncic. It was that type of night for Jrue Holiday, man. Just being the finisher off of Jayson Tatum drives, knocking down key 3-pointers, being in a dunker spot, making his cuts, cutting off the ball. He was all over the court tonight, man.
No, just making veteran plays, man, doing everything to win. Jayson Tatum didn't have it going necessarily, putting the ball in the basket, but facilitating. And Jrue took advantage of that, that they still had to play Jayson Tatum, honestly, when he was driving to the basket and things like that. Like you stated, I should have gone out and making plays, man. He's been here before. He's been on this stage before. He's a champion, so he's been on this stage before, and he's leading those guys. They're keeping them calm, letting them know that's on to the next play, but we got to keep making plays. That's what he's doing, man. He's doing the same thing that he did to help Milwaukee get there. So there's no surprise to me that on the biggest stage, Jrue Holiday shows up and plays well. So there's no surprise to me.
Yeah, that's the type of player that they needed, man. Somebody who, I mean, the Porzingis factor was big. His pickup was big. But for Jrue Holiday, to me, that was nothing against Marcus Smart. I thought Marcus Smart had a great career with Boston and great chemistry with those guys. But Jrue Holiday just takes him up another level. And so, you saw that out there today. And then that combined with what Derrick White is able to bring, it makes his team a tough team. And for Dallas, if and when they lose this series, this could be a game to look back on like, yo, this was a one right here that we probably should have had. I mean, they hold the Celtics to 25.6% from three. They win the rebounding battle, and then they could have closed it to within one possession, and they couldn't get it done, man.
Yeah, Luka had 8 turnovers. Things that they can't have 8 turnovers, not a playoff. I don't care who you are. Under those circumstances, you can't have 8 turnovers. 8 turnovers. Yeah, and there's a couple plays that could be eliminated as well, like the long pass he threw down the Lively, trying to get it over there, the shooter. Yeah, it's just things like that, man. Like you can't afford that right now. Unless it's a certain play that you're gonna make it. Like you can't be risky with the ball like that in the playoffs because each possession means so much. But let's see what J.K. and them do, man. They got to go look at film, of course, some more film, and got to make some adjustments, man. They need, like I said, they need some points off the bench. They got to get the production off their bench. I don't know who it's going to be, but somebody has to give them something because they need shooting. Derrick Jones is a hell of a defender, but he's not making shots at times. So you got to put people on the floor that can make shots and put pressure on because Luka's having to do too much, and will he be able to sustain that the way Boston plays? We don't know. Just in case it's a long series, they go home and win 2. Now you got a 6-game series at least, so definitely need some help offensively. But yeah, I need them to. They got to run some sets, some quick hitting sets for Kyrie. He's having to work too hard with the ball in his hand to try to get his shots. So you got to run some quick hitting things, get him either one dribble pull-ups or no dribbles and things like that, catching and shooting and things like that because he's having to work too hard to get his shot off. There's too many dribbles and guys that stand around stagnant when he's working.
And it's all in isolation. And so my thing is, if they're going to do that, how about some high pick and roll, get them going downhill? You saw some good things when they were able to do that. But if he's just going to sit there and just try to isolation off on Jrue Holiday or Derrick White and those guys in the half court and nobody helping them, it's going to be a tall order. I thought it was a tough night for him.
Yeah, but Jrue Holiday, when Jrue is on him, Jrue does an excellent job not getting screened, right? Yeah. Jrue climbs into him, fights over every screen so the bigs can stay home, whoever can stay home on their man because he wants to have the primary assignment when he's on it, so yeah, they got to find some different ways to get him some easier looks. They got to find ways. He needs to get to the line. He needs to start being more, if it's posting up, running a drop for him, different things like that. Because he's a hell of a mid-range player with no dribbles, 1 dribble, 2 dribbles. So I think put him in different situations and running plays out of that and stuff like that. I think they need to try to implement that because he's working too hard.
16 points for Kyrie, 7 of 18 from the field, 0 of 3 from downtown, only 2 free throw attempts. Did have 6 dimes, but all for naught tonight. And you mentioned with Luka, has a triple-double, 32, 11, and 11, had a brilliant first half. Second half, I felt like he was just chucking the ball all over the place. Bad shot selection, bad decision-making with the ball, literally just throwing the ball away. And when your supporting cast is not able to rise up to the occasion, you got to be the guy that could rally the troop, that could settle your troops. And in the third quarter, I thought part of the reason why Boston was able to kind of pull away or start to pull away was Luka just wasn't right in that third quarter, man.
Yeah, it was a defense that Boston was playing, man. They climbed into him. They felt he was playing too free in the first half. The shots that he was getting, I don't think necessarily they were close enough to him and being physical enough with him in those possessions. So they came out and they changed that in the second half. I'm pretty sure it was talked about at halftime. Hey, we got to get closer to him. We got to be more physical with it.
Airspace.
Yeah, that's what they did, man. And shout out to good coaching. Shout out to guys going out and implementing the game plan. And like I said, Boston did what they're supposed to. They took care of home. And let's see how Game 3 looks. Let's see what if Dallas makes shots in Game 3. Let's see if Luka takes care of the ball in Game 3. All important things.
25% the Celtics shoot from 3. Did you see, in the first game you wanted to see the Mavs make those adjustments? and not be so aggressive, not play the drive so aggressively as to leave the three-point shooters open. Did you see any differences in the way they approached playing the three?
No, I think Boston just missed. I think they was missing, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
The same looks that they were making in the first game, the same looks they were getting because they was playing it the exact same way. They were just missing. So let's see what it like. You have to. I just not changing defenses like really baffles me. Like in the finals, in the playoff, like not making it a real life chess match. Coming out of timeouts, after free throws, like the things that Indiana, like Miami was doing when it was early on in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like they, after free throw, they pressing, right? They're making it difficult after every free throw. And then I let you play free and going back in zone, going back in man, matchup zone, and first pass we might trap. Just different things, man, to catch the offense off guard. Because if you keep giving them a steady diet of the same thing, then they're gonna keep picking you apart.
Celtics are killing them off the drive right now.
Yeah,
they're killing them off the drive.
They're killing. Right, absolutely. So what you're gonna do? You have to make some adjustments in that category. You got to start switching up defense after timeouts on some free throws. Like you got to give them a different look. Like you have to. You got to trap a couple. You got to drop coverage a couple, hard show, level show, different things, forcing down sometimes. But you got to give them, just can't the same thing, possession after possession after possession. You dude's too good.
How do they cover for Luka's weaknesses on the defensive end? Because right now he's a traffic cone on the defensive end, bro. He's just letting guys go right by him.
I don't see that. No, actually, he's trying. Like, because he understands the stage he's on. He's trying. He's not the best defender, but he's giving an honest effort. Like he's slow foot on the defensive end. But he's giving an honest effort. I don't see guys straight lining it. If he's getting straight line, yeah, but that's one thing. No, he's making you turn a couple times, and they're like, late. He played a good defense possession on Jayson Tatum late, different things like that. No, he's giving an honest effort. I don't think it's that glaring like it was in the regular season. I don't see that defense that he was playing the regular season right now.
I mean, 4 steals. Well, from what I saw in Game 1 and Game 2, especially on Tatum and Brown, when they get those switches and get him on them, they going right past him. And then once they get that and get the defense in rotation, they're getting wide open looks.
Yeah, he's doing a good job, man, forcing them guys to make plays off the bounce, like and not getting straight line, right? They're forcing Jaylen Brown left. He's doing a good job following that. They're doing an excellent job at running Jayson Tatum off the 3 at times. No, so he's doing all right, man. He's not Jrue Holiday or nothing like that, but he gave him an honest effort to where he's not getting straight line where his guys can help. So, but maybe it's overhelp at times. Maybe he's not beat as bad as they're assuming. So that's all you can ask for. Each just give an honest effort, and I think he's doing that.
So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boy, CP the Franchise, Kmart, Kenyon Martin in the building, man. The Celtics take Game 2, 105-98. Let us know what you guys think, man. Call us up, 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the NBA Report Discord. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D. $10 super chat says J Kidd is still a factor because sometimes Boston beats Boston. Says J Kidd knows where Missoula is at. Every time Boston passes the ball, they pass to a weapon. The moment is big. Jrue is a tank. Salute to Kmart and CP. Yeah, absolutely, man. Every time Boston gets their ball movement, they're moving with intention. They're getting it to somebody who is able and capable of scoring. But with Dallas, like you said, they get it to Derrick Jones. He's not able to knock it down. I mean, Mavericks tonight, 23% from 3, 6 of 26 from the field. Got some better effort from PJ, though. I thought PJ's minutes were good. 17 points for PJ, 6 of 13 from
he was aggressive.
Yeah, I like PJ's effort out there, but I don't know if they need to change Green and give Timmy some more minutes. I mean, you got Green with 14 minutes. DMT for Timmy tonight, man.
Yeah, and Green ain't giving him nothing.
He's not giving him anything. Kleber's another one. Another one.
Yeah, he out there just chucking it.
He's chucking. He's chucking.
0 for 4. Yeah, 2, 3. Yeah, he just back to back. So he got it in one possession and shot 2, 3. Like, come on, dude. Like y'all ain't giving him nothing, man.
Yeah. So I don't know where the Mavs are going to turn in. They got 11 minutes from Exum, 3 points for him, 1 3-pointer. But they definitely do need some more bench production. You get 9 points out of your
9
bench.
points off the bench. Yeah, that ain't okay.
It's not going to cut it.
Porzingis had 12 by himself, so
not going to cut it. You know, there is on the Boston side, you look at Jayson Tatum in box score again, 6 of 22 from the field, 18 points, 12 assists, 9 boards, and the conversation with Tatum, the superstar conversation, is he having a great series? Is he not having a great series? What have you made about Tatum's game today and in this series so far?
Playing winning basketball, man. Like, it ain't all about just scoring all the time. Yeah. Like, you go through situations, times, you're making shots, you're not making – like, we know he can score. Everybody in the world knows Jayson Tatum can score the basketball. He's been scoring the ball for a long time. So when it's not going, you find other ways to do it. He's having a double-double in the play. So he's doing what he has to do to get from series to series, not in the finals, and he's continuing to do that. He's playing solid, winning basketball, he's playing championship basketball. He's trying to get his first championship, and that's what it looks like to me. You know, I'm not worried about him going 13 for 17. Like, no, he's making winning plays, man. Like, he took 22 shots. Would he have loved to go 12 for 22? Absolutely. But it's not, so go get off the glass, I had 9 rebounds, 12 assists. That's winning plays, man. That's winning plays when the game's on the line. That's what he's doing. So yeah, I don't listen to or pay attention to the fact that, you know what I mean, he made a huge 3 late when they needed one. So he making timely plays. Yeah. So that's what it's all about.
Timely buckets. And I don't get I feel like the narrative is so forced. And people's like, oh, he's not playing like a superstar. He don't need to play like a superstar in this series. Right? A couple years ago when they were in the finals against the Warriors, yeah, you needed him to step up. They didn't have as much depth as they do now. He was the guy. And Wiggins outplayed him. I thought Wiggins outplayed him in that series. He came up a little bit short. In this series, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's being aggressive. He's getting his paint touches. He's finding guys. Found Jrue Holiday in the dunker spot. He's finding guys for 3. 12 assists in this game. I mean, he's making winning plays. He doesn't need to be that scorer. Not when you have 26 points from Jrue Holiday. You're getting double figures from Jaylen Brown, double figures from Derrick White, all these guys across the board. He doesn't need to be a scorer to be effective and impact winning in this series. I think he's doing exactly what he needs to do for them.
Yeah. So just imagine how it would look, right? If he was listening to people talking about he need to score more, this, that, and the third, and instead of the 12 assists, those assists are 5, and those other 7, he was forcing shots at the rim. Right? Those are bad shots. So he's making the right play. So would you rather him force bad shots or make the right play for his teammates? I think his coaching staff, team organization would rather him make the right play for his team. So that's what it's about, man. It's not about trying to please the masses on Jayson Tatum needs to average 27 in this series, like 28 in this series. Whatever he got to do to win, he averaged double throughout the series. Like, it's do what he got to do, man. To win. That's what it's about.
Simple and plain.
The end result.
Simple and plain, man. Jayson Tatum, another one in the books for Boston. 2-0 on the series. And that last play with Brown and White, a lot of people wanted a foul on Jaylen Brown there, man. What'd you think about that? That was a little ticky-tack. What'd you think?
I wanted Kyrie to keep the ball. I know because PJ was running, you let them react to him running, and you go make the play because I trust you more than I trust PJ in that situation to make a finish at the rim. Instead of going up and try. I don't even think he would have made it if they wouldn't have did what they did.
Nah.
Because his momentum was taking him. Yeah, his momentum was taking him forward, so he was running too fast. So I would use him as a decoy. And if I I was like, I didn't understand why Kyrie passed it, but trying to be a good teammate,
Yeah.
like I get it, but in that situation, I wish he would have kept it, tried to make a play at the rim himself, and put PJ in because it would have been had a one-on-one rebounding situation because somebody would have had to take Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I couldn't see the referees calling a foul on that late in the game on a play like that, especially Boston at home. I couldn't have seen them getting that, but you know, they had the opportunities. You know, Derrick Jones gets the block on Tatum, and you had Kyrie with the ball in his hands. They had their chances, man, but all for naught there for the Mavs and the free throws. And the free throws. The Dallas Mavericks go. What they shoot from the free? 66% from the stripe.
Yeah, man.
66% from the stripe.
Can't turnovers, miss free throws, man.
Yeah, 15 turnovers for the Mavs and 66% from the stripe. And against a Boston team that's this deep, that can kill you so many ways, you can't.
Live ball turnovers, too.
Live ball turnovers.
And then of those 15, like I stated earlier, of those 15, Luka had 8 of them, which is, I understand you're the main ball handler and all that. Like, if you that aggressive, it's that third, you got to cut that number in half.
Yeah.
Like, four a lot better than 8 in the playoff. Like, you can try that stuff during the regular season, but you can't try that stuff now, man. Not when the game, like now when it's for all the marbles.
You think it's over?
No. They took care of home, man. Like, Dallas got to make some adjustments for sure. Like, defensively and offensively, they got to make some adjustments. Yeah, they got to make some adjustments.
And you never know with the Porzingis injury.
Yeah, like so you never know the extent of it. So, but you know, Al Horford is serviceable, so he's gonna do what he got to do. But yeah, it's adjustment time. Like it looked like they just didn't make shots tonight, but they did enough defensively and certain things. They're playing you defensively tough, so Dallas got to make some adjustments offensively.
They gotta find some answers, man. Who can move the ball, help them move that rock? It's just, to me, it's just too much isolation. Yeah, Luka can kill you. You know what I'm saying? He's one of probably the best isolation scorer in the league right now. But they just need some more flow to their offense. And then, you know, I saw earlier in the first half, it seemed like they were trying to get out and transition a little bit more, led by PJ Washington. But I don't feel like they do that enough. Like,
they play too slow because Luka got the ball in his hand.
Right. So is that kind of like a gift and a curse where it's like you played against this high-octane offense? Where are there areas where they can take advantage outside of just Luka and Kyrie in isolation?
Yeah, they did it a few times, man, slowing the game down, throwing it to Gafford in the post against Jayson Tatum.
Got some good stuff there.
They didn't do it enough. He scored, 2-3 straight possessions when they did it?
Yeah.
And go back to it?
Yeah.
So it's things like that. We're slowing the game down, putting their guys in the post, making them play defense, putting Kyrie in the post when Jrue Holiday is not on, because he can score over a lot of guys. So put him in the post, put Luka in the post a little more, getting in the penalty, like different things like that. You got to find different ways to score, clock stop, putting guys in situations that they're not really, want to do. They want to keep them on the perimeter away from the basket, but yeah, you got to run some different plays and put them in different situations where they can be effective.
A lot of people through 2 games. A lot of people want to put Jrue Holiday as the 2-0 series MVP. You know, and they give an award to everything now. So he go on Twitter. People talking about who's the MVP so far in the series.
Man, I already put it in the microwave.
They've already put him in the microwave, man. Put him in the microwave, man. You can't make it up. How would you compare Jrue Holiday to Andre Miller?
Different players. Like Dre was, of course, more of a pass first point guard, hell of a post player. I think Jrue has a better overall game, but they're different players. They both pretty damn good basketball players. They different basketball players in my opinion.
Yeah. Andre Miller was a hell of a player, man. He kind of reminded me of him just just for his two-way play. Tough in the post. You can't back down Jrue Holiday.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he play with his base, man. Yeah, he got a strong base. He play with his base.
And Boston's defense so far has been, I think, pretty impressive, man. Between Tatum Brown,
absolutely.
Derrick White, Jrue Holiday, Tatum.
Yeah. Nah, but they do well playing with length. Like a lot of guys have good long. They have wingspan that's longer than average basketball players, so they use that. Yeah, they got guys that's they compete. Like they know what's at stake, so they compete at the highest level. They're in tune to the game plan. They're not making many mistakes defensively. Yeah, and they are talking, they are directing, they are like just, hey, if I'm supposed to be up, I'm gonna be up. If you're supposed to be here, I'm gonna be here. So they're doing whatever the game plan said, and that's what it looks like.
What did you
especially third and fourth quarter?
Yeah, absolutely. What did you make of the chess match or the mind games rather with Jason Kidd saying Tatum or Brown was the Celtics' best player? A lot of people felt like he was taking a shot at Tatum. What'd you think of it?
No, I didn't. That might be his opinion. You might think that.
Yeah. You see a lot of coaches, like when you were playing, a lot of coaches try to play that mind game through the media?
Nah, sometimes it ain't. You don't know if the guy reading it or not. It's a waste of time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Definitely a waste of time, in my opinion.
Didn't work. Didn't work,
JK. Not at all.
We got to get back to the X's and O's, man. Let's get to the phones, man. Hear what the people got to say. 857, what's your name? Where you calling in from? Hello. You live?
Hey, I'm online. I didn't hear it bang at all. This is Brandon from Boston. My Celtics, man, are deadly. I didn't know how good they was. I'm looking at the growth of the finals.
Wait, you a Celtics fan? You didn't know how good the Celtics were? You wasn't watching all season?
No, I'm seeing something totally different from them in the finals. This is just game changing, man. They're all clicking. They're showing you how they can win in multiple ways. They don't have to shoot the three. They can attack the basket. They can shoot the mid on you. And let me tell you something. I told people that this game is going to end in 5 or 6 because Dallas only has Kyrie and Luka, right? And Kyrie and Luka have to score 30-plus points per game or 40-plus points per game every single game that they're playing, right? And it's not going to happen, bro, because the players that they have around them is all bench players. These players wouldn't even start on real teams, bro. So these teams really have to, Luka and Kyrie really have to put up 40-plus each per game. Their role players have to come to work. It's not working, bro. This game's over, man. We could slouch on game 3, let them go to work, come back game 4, beat them, come back to Boston game 5 and close it out. I'll let them go hog wild game 3. I'm not even letting my players go hard in game 3. This is rocked in the bag, bro. I'm telling you, this is over, bro.
In the bag. You got Jrue Holiday went off tonight too, man. 26 points for Jrue Holiday, man.
Oh, definitely, man. He's the X factor. Like he's been sleeping all regular season. Now he's opening because he smells the moment, right?
Yeah.
He knows he has to put that work in, bro. Offensively, defensively, that's the captain, bro. People are sleeping on him. Like, yo, it's over, bro. I don't care about no Luka, Kyrie. Kyrie's being exposed. He's being exposed. Luka's doing Luka things, but Kyrie, he's being exposed real bad right now, bro. He's not. I thought he would at least score 30. I thought he would at least score 30 there. What, he scored like 16?
Yeah, well, I mean,
like,
appreciate the call. I mean, hey, look, your guy Holiday playing them tough, man. They forcing some tough shots, man. This guy calling in, he just realized the Celtics were a good team.
They only won 64 games.
They only won 64 games,
And they're in the NBA Finals right now.
Record differential, smoking teams left and right during the regular season. Hey, better late than never, man. Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Need to figure it out, man.
I guess.
I mean, look, I had the season 7, but I'm not sure. I don't know what Dallas can really do here, man. Because like he said, though, they are gonna need a Herculean effort from Luka and Kyrie on every night. And if the Celtics are playing defense like this, it's going to be tough. I liked PJ. PJ was my X factor for the Mavs. I liked his game tonight, much more aggressive. As you said, Kmart, they did get some good offense from Gafford, exposing some of those mismatches late in the second half. But I still think they need some more firepower on the perimeter, and I just don't see it when I look down this bench. Hardy, not proven. Exum, journeyman. Green, not proven. Like, I don't know, man. They might have to rip the Band-Aid off. Let Timmy just let it fly out there and see what's up, man.
Hey, they're going yeah, because Timmy going to shoot that
Timmy's
thing. If you don't know
he's not
nothing
going to
else
be afraid.
about Timmy going to shoot that thing. I remember, like, we was the time his rookie year we was out there, right? I had to tell Timmy, hey, man, you can't be laughing at people in the middle of their move, man. Like, people going their move, getting ready to shot. Timmy was like, hey, I'm open. Like,
pass out of that.
Like, you got to cut that out, young fella. I'm saying, no, one thing Timmy ain't seen one he don't like. So
yeah.
At least he's shooting it. At least it's like he's a threat. So you have to play defense different if he's out there. But he's making shots tonight. He's going to shoot it because heaven forbid he make one, then he make another one. Then now it's like, all right, let him play because he can go. You know what he can do now.
Yeah, he can get you going. He can definitely get you going, man. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys, man. CB the franchise, Kenyon Martin, Kmart in the building. 105-98. The Mavericks get the best. I mean, the Celtics get the best of the Mavericks, man. 2-0 lead, and they will take on the Mavericks in Game 3 on Wednesday and see if they have a little bit better of an effort. Jrue Holiday, the high man, with 26 points, 11 rebounds, unbelievable defense late in that game. Just an absolute monster, man. Just an absolute monster. And forcing some untimely turnovers, especially by Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic was good, triple-double, but 8 turnovers when your team needs
Almost a quadruple-double.
Almost a quadruple-double.
The wrong kind of way.
Yeah, definitely the wrong way there, man. Also in this game, Kristaps Porzingis going down. I don't see the extent of the injury. Looking on Twitter right now, see if they have anything. I don't know if it was a aggravation of his calf or what. But that's the one thing with Porzingis. He's so injury prone that we'll see what happens. Okay, well, Joe Mazzulla here says he's good. So that's just the coach being a coach. Joe Mazzulla saying he's good.
Okay.
All right. And here we are. What else we got here? Let's take a look. We got some post-game sound bites here. Let's see who we got. Derrick White at the podium talking about Jrue Holiday. Let's go to Derrick White. Let's see what I have to say here. This is courtesy of Noah Dalzell. Covers the Celtics. Here we go.
Jrue Holiday obviously had the big game. Basically just playing off of you guys and being in the right spots. You guys seem to have gelled really well with Jrue and KP. Like, that's 2 big additions this offseason. He seemed to gel from the start of the year. Was there a moment in time throughout the season where you really noticed that your guys' chemistry like kicked up a notch, or was it just like instant from the jump, like, yeah, this is it?
I think a lot of credit just goes to the type of people they are. I mean, they've done so much, and I can't begin to talk about how thankful and grateful I am for Jrue just kind of allowing me to kind of take that next step. And he could easily came in and be like, I'm Jrue Holiday, and I'm like, you are Jrue Holiday, 100%. But he kind of just did a little different than what he's done in the last few years, and just each game getting more comfortable. KP the same way, and just love being teammates with both of them.
All right, that was Derrick White on Jrue Holiday, man. 2 defensive all-NBA defense in the backcourt, man. And this is what I like about those 2 guys. I love when they got Derrick White. He was a game changer for me. And then Jrue Holiday, so it's almost like the same, man, because they give you offensively, defensively, and then on the hustle stat, doing the little things. I think that makes a big difference, especially at this stage in the game, man. They do those little things, the attention to detail, and they don't slip. 48 minutes, they are locked in. They don't slip.
Yeah, that's who they've always been, man, throughout their career. Not just on the biggest stage. They've always been solid professionals. go out there, like you said, do the little things, take charges, steals, blocks, make timely shots, guard the other guys, the best perimeter guys. So that's who they've always been. So now you put them on the same team, and that just magnified because they're winning.
Big time. Big time. Let's see here. Okay, here's some Jrue Holiday. Here was Jrue Holiday after the game meeting with the media. This is what Jrue Holiday had to say here. It's Jrue Holiday.
If Jalen and Jayson are the superstars on this team, what's your role? And if you're going to be the team's leading scorer, leading rebounder, and shoot the highest percentage in Game 2 of the Finals, why aren't you a superstar as well?
Utility guy. I do whatever. I'm here to win. I feel like they brought me here to win, and I'll do my best to do that. But at the end of the day, this is their team. I know it's probably just as much as my team as theirs, but again, I feel like I've talked about this before. The pressure that they have on themselves to execute and to be great is a little bit different than my pressure. And again, I've always been honest about that, and how they always handle themselves has been something that's been so honorable. So it's slightly different. They're superstars, and I'm here to support.
And that, to me, is the biggest difference. It's the pressure that he can take off Tatum and Brown. You know, going back to that Tatum thing where everybody's expecting him just to have those major superstar number. Like, he doesn't have to do that. he doesn't have to do that.
He got help out there.
Yeah, he has help. And a guy like a Jrue Holiday, he can do more than what a Marcus Smart can do. Because that was one of the things I always wanted to see with the Celtics is like, they needed even though Tatum and Brown were the guys, they still needed a floor general, not in the early days traditional sense, because I think the role has changed, but a guy that can still make smart plays for the team and help those guys. And that was, they tried it with Kemba. The Kemba thing flopped. Tried it with Kyrie. The Kyrie thing didn't work out. Maybe those guys weren't mature enough to kind of handle that. But Jrue Holiday, he's the perfect fit for them.
Yeah, he's the right fit. Been around for a while. I'm saying he's won before, so he's been around. He's always been a constant professional at his approach, at his craft. He's been rewarded. He's been rewarded with championships now. So like, Milwaukee, he's put himself in a position to win another one. So shout out to him and his team, man.
Yeah, no question about it, man. It's two more away from a potential NBA championship for Jrue Holiday. Who you think the Bucks regret that move? Because what you think about that?
Yeah, they had chemistry that you broke up. I understand Dame's a hell of a player, but I think the chemistry that they had with Jrue there was more important. I wouldn't have done it. I just think the chemistry that them dudes had, and after winning one, and you trying to get back there, and then you got just your core guys. I'm saying with a healthy Chris Middleton, you got a hell of a trio. You know, so I like what Jrue brings to the table. So I wouldn't have done it personally. Seeing how it ended up now, trust me. Hindsight is 20/20. You go back and ask them what they do, I bet we might get some different answers.
I think seeing them in last year, and I know, Giannis got hurt last year when they lost to the Heat, but it just seemed like they didn't have enough offensively to get over the top. And so I saw why they would make the Lillard move, but it was a major departure from their identity when they moved Holiday. Like, I saw their need for offense, but defensively, everything kind of fell apart there because you can't have Dame and Malik Beasley as your starting backcourt and expect good things to happen defensively. You just can't have that.
Well, like we know, Giannis went down last year and unfortunately went down again this year, and Dame got hurt. So you don't know. There's no certainty to it, right?
Yeah.
Still ended up the same way.
At home in Cancun.
Round one.
In Cancun.
So, I would have went to chemistry. Like I said, Dame's a hell of a player, but I would have went to chemistry.
Ryan Manimal, Chuck D, $5 Super Chats. A salute to the NBA report having such a solid year. Kmart closing it out is an incredible testament to the real precise ball talk from a pro of pro winners. Salute to the rhyme animal, Chuck D, man. Absolutely. He also says, rest in peace to the champion, Chet Walker, former Philadelphia 76ers Chicago Bull as well. Yup, absolutely. Chet Walker passed away over the weekend. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to the legend, Chet Walker, man. Salute. Strive in the chat says, Jrue doesn't have to be a scorer on this team, so when he gets buckets, it's a go. Yes, it's definitely a go, man. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at some of the stats of the night here. Some of the team stats. Just clicking through. You had neither team shooting the ball well from three, man. 23% for the Mavs, 25% for the Celtics. Mavs shooting 47% from the field, 45% for Boston there. But as we talked about, 66% from the charity stripe versus 95% for the Celtics, man. For the Mavs, you know, when you're going up against a high-octane offense like this, there's no way you could afford to take nights off from the charity stripe. But the Mavs, this is their MO. They've been the worst free throw shooting team in the playoffs so far, so this could just be par for the course for them. They did win the rebounding battle by 2, 43-41. Assist battle, they lost 21-29. You know, not really a surprise here. Their supporting cast wasn't able to hit much off of a lot of the playmaking from Luka and Kyrie. Yeah, 10 steals for Boston, 5 for the Mavs. And then here's another one. 15 turnovers for the Mavs led to 21 Celtics points. You're giving a game away, man. You gift wrapping it against a team that, you know, you're going to struggle against just off the rip. And then points in the paint, 54-46, man. But what was your glaring stat here?
Yeah, like I said, just a turnover, man. The missed free throws and turnovers. Those two things get you beat every time, especially in the playoff game. So those two things they need to definitely rectify. But when Luka missed too early, I know it's going to be a long night from the line for him. You got to take care of the ball. Like 8 turnovers for Luka, missing free throws. You got to be better. I'm saying you got a triple-double, but you got to be better in those areas, especially taking care of the ball.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely has to be better, man. So that was those were some of the key stats of the night. And we'll see if these guys can bounce back on Wednesday at home in Dallas. What are you thinking here for Wednesday, man? What's your prediction for Game 3?
Oh, like I want to see some adjustments, man. If I see the same thing offensively and defensive, ISO offense, no movement, no easier shots for Kyrie, and no different situations. Not putting Gafford back in the post where he had success, things like that. If I start seeing those things in the first quarter, then it could be it can get out of control, Boston way, because defense does travel. So.
How much will the home crowd give them a little bit of a boost? I mean, come from your own experience. I mean, is that just adrenaline being at home? Is it a different feeling? What is that like?
No, Dallas historically has played better at home. You know, so it's going to be loud in there. It's the finals. The city is buzzing. I was just in Dallas, so the city is buzzing. So it's definitely going to be rocking in there. And I'm looking forward to seeing, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing a good game first and foremost. But I'm looking forward to seeing if any adjustments are made by Dallas and what adjustments those are.
True indeed, man. Likewise, TM in the chat says Dallas shooting free throws like the Knicks. Yeah, Knicks was bricking from the charity stripe for sure. Who else we got in the chat here? Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to the Celtics fans in the chat, man. Y'all up 2-0. And salute to the Mavs fans, man. Keep hope alive. That's all we could do. Let's see what happens here, man. Came on after game 1. A lot of fans was calling for you to be in a body bag, man. I don't know if you read the comments from the first joint, man. Oh yeah,
it's like like I said, Porzingis proved me wrong. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna admit that I was wrong.
Yeah.
And what else?
That's it.
All right.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, because the man ain't played in 5 weeks. So history told me I went with history. So
yeah,
he played well, man.
He did. He did. Now
played a great first half. Let me say that.
Right.
He did enough, but he played a great first half.
Kristaps, 12 points tonight, 4 of 7 from the field, 4 rebounds and 2 blocks. Left the game. Don't know if he re-aggravated a calf or what. Joe Mazzulla was a little bit coy on that one, as you'd expect. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday, man. See what happens to Porzingis. But either way, man, great show. Kmart, what's on tap for you this week?
Gil's Arena, baby. Gil's Arena, back on Gil's Arena tomorrow. Talk these games 1 and 2. I got 3 days this week. So if you haven't, y'all, subscribe Gil's Arena. Tune in, man. You know how we do. It's fun in the arena. You know, it get a little hostile at times, but it's fun in the arena all the time, man. Nothing but love, though.
Absolutely, man. Shout out my guy Josiah. Shout out to Gil, Rashad McCants, and everybody over there, man. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Game 3 post-game show. You guys know where to find us, man, at the NBA Report. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys Wednesday, man. Great show. And remember, that show is available in audio podcast format, man. So no reason to miss it. Catch it on all major podcast platforms. And if you missed today's live stream, hit the rewind button and catch up on the replay. Shout out to the replay gang, man. CP the Franchise, Kmart, we are out of here. See y'all Wednesday, man. Peace.